It was the darkest of the moon on the 6th of June with a Kenworth pulling logs. Unbelievable. Bit of a long old story to it, but ended up having me toothache Monday. Couldn't do it with the pliers, had to surgically remove the tooth. So that was Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday had a bit of car trouble, didn't I? So I ordered a new battery, which was the trouble. Morning, sir. Hello, boy. Anyhow, way. Sat in for that Wednesday. Yesterday the weather was absolutely shocking. So the time is now 11:15, the 6th of June, Friday. Dave knows a lot about opal hunting in Australia. That's all I can say. And I've got a bit of a story. Yeah. Yes, as somebody else would say. Me and Dion went to Stutton, not Sutton, Stutton, to have a look at a 2001 Triumph Street Triple, Speed Triple, Street Chip Triple. Anyhow, got there, that was at the pub. Very nice man, Keith. He got out of the garage and, oh man, I was smitten. I thought, this is alright for 1,300 quid. What did 29,000 miles? So he wheeled it out, and then we were talking about it, this, that and the other, and he was talking about this Yamaha, what he had in there, what 3 weeks earlier, he'd coming into the village, a car had stopped in front of him, and he'd binned it into the side, sort of the large hedge come edge of the road. So he binned it and done his shoulder in and ribs and this, that and the other. So he got the key, well, wheeled it out of the garage, this triple, started it up. And I thought, what is that? I was, you know, start up, nice, give it a couple of little revs like you do, like he did. And then there was just this ching 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 ching. Ever so fine noise, you know, like a little chatter. And I thought, oh, I don't know, might go away once the oil pressure get up. Anyway, it didn't. So we had a good look around it, and I thought, you know what, if it weren't for that, I'd bit his hand off for that. This is where we were the other Monday, Sunday, Saturday, whenever it was, wasn't it, in there. So we left it. I thought, well, I'll say, you know, thanks for showing us and this, that and the other. I'm not getting nothing. What's got a niggling little rat? Oh, well, that was after we were about to, you know, more or less, he had realised that we weren't going to have it. He said, well, when I got it, that was a lot worse than that. And I thought, oh, you didn't say that earlier, did you? He said, yeah, well, change the oil, that seemed to make a difference. If you change the oil, again, after he just said he'd changed the oil and done a service on it, if you change the oil, that might be better. I thought, no, this is all wrong, all wrong. Right, Dion, come on, Em. So, goes a week, and I kept looking on there, and I was thinking, oh, when it's gone, somebody's bought it. Oh, I missed a bit. What he did say was that'd probably do with a good long run. So he said we're going out, that must have been the Monday, last Monday, him and a few mates are going right up to Wells, Cromer Wells, and he said he's going to take that and see if that sort the rattling out. And I said, oh right, okay. Well, like I said, looked on Marketplace. Are you keeping with me? Am I boring you? Looked on Marketplace and I thought, I reckon somebody's bought it. Couldn't see the pictures of it until this morning. There I was looking on Marketplace again, and I thought, oh, hold on a minute, that looked like a front wheel in the garages where he'd got it at the back of the pub. Anyhow, who clicked on that, didn't I? He'd only gone and fucking binned it. The forks were not as bad as this, but about half that angle, whatever that'd be, about quarter hit something, and both forks were pressed back. All the front was all smashed and that. So we went to see her. It must have been the Sunday me and Dion went. On the Monday, this is after binning the other 90s sports bike what he'd got in the shed. He'd gone ahead and binned the old Triumph, hadn't he? I couldn't believe it. So it's up for 1,300 quid. Now it sits outside his garage, or he'd photographed it. Both forks bent. Probably the headstock has fucked. The frame is probably cracked. God knows what else. And that's up for 850 now. Spares or repairs. Shit, I couldn't believe it. I thought, bloody hell. Good job it had a rattle. It got a bit of a death wish, that bike, hadn't it? Anyhow, that was my little story. It's a meat wagon. I'm gonna say something profound now, because I just went past, just up the road there was a care home, and that looked like they were all having their 11s. And there's been me sitting in my flat weather watching for the last 2 days. How you getting on? And do you know what just struck me as I was seeing them all sitting there? They do it day in, day out. I thought there was me, a lot of bellends, sitting there worrying about a bit of rain. Do you know what? When I get old and I'm sitting in a care home pissing myself, I'm going to wish that I had actually sat there in my flat and said, do you know what, Dave? You're going to get wet. What the shit and difference does that make? Would you rather get wet riding a motorcycle or sitting in a care home being 75 and pissing yourself? Do you know what I mean? Write that down. This is low stuff, baby. Yeah, come through this way because Lowestoft has got a new bridge, hasn't it? But to be fair, I ain't got a bloody Scooby-Doo where it is. That's obviously over the river, isn't it, bruv? This isn't it, is it? Because this is the what about? There it is up there, look. Let's go left, left, left. I've seen it. I've only gone and seen it, ain't I? We'll head this way. You don't want to stop for too long in Lowestoft, mate. It's all full of drug dealers and piss heads. Mainly. Oh look, there's the bridge. Hey, the fuck, I ain't gonna be able to get up there, am I? I'm gonna have to go all around the houses to get there. Hold on, lads, I'll bring you back. This is the other new bridge, and I found a way over this one. Here we go, look. How cool is that? So what you'd usually do is come down there to the traffic lights right down the other end there, but a lot of wide loads and that come out here, boy. So they done away with, well, they ain't done away with it, have they? They use it. See, there's a bike shop there. Oh, you can't go down there, bud. They used to get stuck at the traffic lights, that's what I'm trying to say, over the bridge, and then trying to turn right to come down here. So they put another bridge in, mate. But you can go right up the docks there, boy. But this is quite nice, where you come out this way. You come out at the dirty end of, well, it's all a bit grubby, isn't it, mate? Dirty end of Yarmouth. Oh, I could have went a bit further actually. There we go, look, we're at the pleasure beach, baby. But let me just go down here. Oh no, we'll do the circuit. We'll do the circuit, mate. Oh, you can smell the chips already. There's bugger all doing, look. First week of June and the place is bloody empty. 11:30 in the mornings. Weather don't help, I kicked myself for, well, I had to have the week off because of the tooth extraction. He reckoned that I've got, he said I've got very, how did he put it? Very thick bone in me jaws. That's what the trouble was. Oh, I tell you what, John, that's a bit bloody bleak down here, isn't it? It ain't cold, mate. Not by any means of the ice cream there. Look, that's what I'm coming down here for, an ice cream. Oh, how lovely, isn't it? Fish and chips and ice creams. There's a bike park up here to the right. Sea Life, the big wheel. They borrowed it from London. Not really. They got one at Felixstowe as well, haven't they? No. Whoop there. Cha. Here somewhere, isn't it? Where's the bike park? Sean. Perhaps that's further up here, isn't it? Huh? Have I gone past it? The arcades. No, it is along here. I'm sure there was a separate bit for motorcycles. Taxi. Nice arse. Thanks. I tell you what, people do slate the place, but I love a bit of Yarmouth. I think that's great. Disabled. There is a bit, or am I going nuts? No, I did it right opposite the chip shop. There, look. Solo motorcyclist. We go around the block and then I'll come back. I'll show you the sunny sights of Yarmouth. I've got this other camera. I've took a 360 lens off and put the other lens on there just to see what sort of footage that makes. But what fun messing about with that 360. I just need I've sent away for some brackets because that need to be pointing out the back end, and I ain't trusting these things. So I've got a bracket coming, mate. Oh, listen. We used to come up here on the piss, me and Tony. Used to go in the long bar, which is just along here on the left. Man, we had some great times up here. Fantastic times. That was there, wasn't it? Is that the long bar, wasn't it? We even went in this Rudy place up here once. Or was it just me on my own? I weren't going to give them. I had a couple of beers in there, that was it. They weren't getting nothing else out of me. The Waveney Hotel down there, I've stayed a night in there. It's lovely. Oh well, I tell you what, this is therapy, because I've been sitting at home miserable as buggery all week. Within 40 minutes getting to Lowestoft, I'd start to sing to people on the side of the road, so you know it works, don't you? Huh? I just, people would get out of me bloody way so I can get to the park and... Alright, oh, do stop fucking about in front of me, you load of bellends. Oh, here, look, angels. Fallen angels. They didn't knock me over that night, I tell you. Not for the want of trying, eh? Put some clothes on, I said. Walking about. Your mother see you now, she'll think you get the death of bloody cold. Hell's bells. Christopher, there's a bar or restaurant, look. Christopher's. Look at our menu. Look at the street. Look, half the shops are bloody shut. I blame it on Brexit, I think. Not really. Blame it on the blues. Right, up here, wasn't it? This is the most I've talked all week. I have literally been that arsey with myself. Grumpy. I love being grumpy. I can go to work Monday saying, I say, what you get up to? I'm going to say, I was just a grumpy bastard for a week. Excellent. That's a chip shop I've used before. We won't go far because we won't have to... do you remember last time I stopped here? Pirates Cove. Alright. Welcome to Great Yarmouth. Do you like my RST jacket? New, you know. Got it on the sides. Anyhow, there's the bike next to a Royal Enfield and another little Triumph. A him and her turned up 8-10 minutes ago. And then somebody's dog done a shit on the path. I've had my ice cream. I went for Cadbury's cream egg and blue. Can you see it? Oh, do you want to have a look at me teeth? Cadbury's cream egg and blue bubblegum ice cream. The weather's held off. Nice to be out. The back streets of Yarmouth. Nice melons. That's looking a bit grim over Will's mother that way. We've kept in the dry so far. Over? I don't know where I am now, I'm fucking lost. Oh, that must end up somewhere, mustn't it? Oh yeah, there's a big road here, look. I think. There's the river anyway. The inlet, I should say. we'll have to go down here, I reckon, bud. We'll go to the original way out, I reckon. I'll show you the other traffic lights and the bridge. But you probably know yourselves, don't you? Over. What a lovely morning. I've got this camera on, but I don't know if I'll be able to... I'll use a little bit of it just to spice things up, as it were. Whoop-a! Hoppa, Raman Jam. Whoop-a, whoop-a. David E. for Kevin. Oh, yeah. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? He's so happy with himself, isn't he? Alright, bud. Keep lifting them weights, boy. Somebody will love you. Oh, God, I smell something fishy. So Great Yarmouth is not that busy if you want to come down here this afternoon. Nobody here, mate. It's only me and a few others. There's only me and a seagull. See these lights? They used to get stuck here, the wide loads. And then this was the bridge and the other one is up that way. So we'll head back Lostoff way, boy, and then try and get over that other new one. I'll bring you back when we get there, alright? Alright. I took the Alton Broad turn, which meant that I've bypassed the bit of Lowestoft with the new bridge, but you weren't worried that much anyway. We're bound to go over at some point in the next 10 years, aren't we? So stick to watching Triple Dave for the Lowestoft new bridge. Whoa. Bit heavy on the rear brake there, Dave. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Dave's first trip out this week. That was going to be epic this week, but never mind. These things happen, don't they? Never to be, never to be, never to be. With that, I always nearly screw up here. I always want to go down there for some reason, like a dipshit. Yes, with that, this has been Triple Dave. This has been a Bell End production as usual, and we'll see you on the next one.